Nigeria is scheduled to compete at the 2016 Summer Paralympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, from the 7th of September to the 18th of September 2016. The team going into the Rio Games, Nigerian officials promised that the delegation would return home from Rio with medals, funding and support. Sportspeople in Nigeria had difficulties in qualifying for Rio owing to a lack of funds. Most of the funding for Nigerian Paralympic participation came from the Nigerian government, with little funding coming from the private sector. Disability classifications. Every participant at the Paralympics has the disability grouped into one of 5 disability categories. Amputation. The condition may be congenital or sustained through injury or illness. Cerebral palsy. Wheelchair athletes. There is often overlap between this and other categories. Visual impairment, including blindness. Lesortes. Any physical disability that does not fall strictly under one of the other categories, for example dwarfism or multiple sclerosis. Each Paralympic sport then has its own classifications, dependent upon the specific physical demands of competition. Events are given a code, made of numbers and letters, describing the type of event and classification of the athletes competing. Some sports, such as athletics, divide athletes by both the category and severity of the disabilities. Other sports, for example swimming, group competitors from different categories together, the only separation being based on the severity of the disability. Athletics. Nigeria had athletes competing in athletics in Rio. Powerlifting. Nigeria had athletes competing in powerlifting in Rio. Table tennis. Nigerian table tennis players had difficulty qualifying for Rio as a result of the lack of funding to enable them to participate in qualifying events. Some table tennis players contacted Director General of the National Sports Commission Malam Al-Hassan Yakmat seeking the release of funds to enable them to attend a qualifying event in Morocco in October 2015. Naziru Bello, Faith Obira and Philomena Conway all had their qualifying impacted by funding issues related to attending the event. Nigerian table tennis will still be represented in Rio. Cecilia Aronye was selected as an umpire for the Paralympic Games in table tennis.